You don't know how to pray? That's okay. Write it down. He hears you all the same. The same way I'm talking to you is the same way you can talk to him. It doesn't always have to be what you see, how you was brought up in the church, or how you see people praying in the church. You talk to God the same way you talk to other people. Talk to him like I'm talking to you. And the best way I found so I can get my thoughts together to tell him, he knows my life, he knows my wants, my needs, my desires. He knows what I'm going through, what I'm just it could just be just want to talk to somebody and vent to. Do it in a letter. That's the best way. Because when you pray and you think about all the things that how they teach you to pray, or how they tell you to pray and say this and say that. No. Talk from your heart. It don't have to be so like, Father God, please bless. Well, that's what I always do. I pray and I talk. So it's always like, Father God, thank you for everything you have provided me with, the things that I don't have, the things that I do have. I know you're going to provide, blah, blah, blah. Whatever you want to pray for, you pray. But I always, before I do anything, I always ask them to forgive me for my sins and wrongdoings. Sorry, I'm at work. Someone walked in. But my grandma always say, I'm not sure where I left off that, but I want to just get to this point. Same way I'm talking to you, same way you talk to God. Write it down in a letter. Don't have to be prayer form. Just say, right. I always start by, dear God, and just go from there and just talk with your heart. Speak with your heart. Speak with your heart. He knows you. He knows you. He just wants you to come to him. And it's funny is I could be very hypocritical because I'm still of the world, but I know how to pray. I was brought up in the church and I strayed away for a long time, but I always knew my foundation was God. A lot of us was most likely was brought up in the church or raised by a pastor. I was raised by a pastor. And they said that they thought they're the worst kids. I won't say the worst, but I was pretty darn bad. But I always knew my foundation was the church. My foundation was God. The church is not. The church is not the people. The church. I don't want to go too much into it. It's not the building, but they say church is the people, according to God. Now listen. Back to the letter. Pour your heart out in that letter. I thought I was gonna write a little letter. I end up with a 4-page front and back letter, just talking to him about my life. He knows my life, but talk to him about my life. Praying for everything and everyone. Even if I did someone wrong and I did not know, please forgive me. Forgive me for it. Just put all lay it on him. Whatever it is, put it all in that letter. Bury it. Forget about it. And watch what happens.